as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's make these babies crawl. Hey, pack it. Line 14.
Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Line 14, line 14. Line 14, line 14. He can't hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And Scotty Miller, nicknamed the Scooter by Tom Brady. Small in stature, a late-round pick, but he has an excellent knack for getting open and a lot faster than what people know. He's hoping to become the next Julian Edelman for TB12.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 56.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Now it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hold on a second, was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 59 yards for him on the ground in this 1st quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott to throw it. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second and very short, Prescott. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 42's the mic. Pack it. 42's the mic. I got you. I got you. Out, 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 out. Check 99. Check 99.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Cut.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 42.
Again, it's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
We got 4. We got 4. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And Brady's throw there in. Complete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check right, check right. Watching your five. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense.
Quick pass out to Miller. Open space inside the 10. Touchdown! Scotty Miller from 21 yards away. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. It's taken to the 26. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10. Now Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in Week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
Check. Mike 42. Ready? Mike 42.
Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 14. Time to go. Mike 14. Mike 14. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Here we go.
Hey, Bolt 66.
14. Mike 14. Let's go. Mike 14. Mike 14.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The final shot before half for Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Zerline good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Old 50. You ain't got nothing.
42's the mic, boy. 42. 42's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I got you, punk.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Brady to throw again.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Coming to you.
From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This is Tony Pollard.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Prescott now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
JPP was a Pro Bowler for the 3rd time in his career last year as the Bucs won the Super Bowl title. Ended up finishing 2020 with 89 career sacks. So he has a chance with a really good season to get to 100.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. With it is Brown. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
Prescott on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the red zone now, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the end. Jim. SOS. Easy. SOS. Hey, back it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Hey, Mike's 42.
Hey, 66.
Here's Brady. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I know he ain't got it. Check.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 42. Mike 42. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Regular. Mike 42. Mike 42. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw, it's Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Bring it. Kill.
Brady now to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. That's complete to Lamb.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Prescott.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. Into the hands of Cooper.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
To throw, Prescott.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Dak.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it.